The first empire in human history. They built towering ziggurats, wrote the first laws, mapped the stars. They called themselves Sumer. And then they disappeared, completely. Cities emptied, markets abandoned, people gone without a trace. No one knows exactly why, but what they left behind is terrifying. They invented the wheel, and yet entire cities fell silent overnight. No one knows why. Was it war, famine, or something far darker hiding in plain sight? What happened to Sumer would change history forever, yet most of it remains a mystery. Imagine a land where rivers bend like silver snakes across the earth, crops grew taller than men, fields stretched farther than the eye could see. This was Mesopotamia, the land between rivers. And from this soil, humanity's first cities arose. Uruk, Ur, Eridu. These weren't villages, they were marvels, streets paved with mud bricks, temples that kissed the sky, markets alive with trade from distant lands. They wrote the first history, counted the stars, created laws. They invented civilization itself.
And yet, a shadow was forming. A shadow no wall, no army, no ziggurat could hold back. Why did a civilization so advanced collapse so quickly? Historians have theories, wars, droughts, political collapse. But the truth is far more chilling. What if the people of Sumer destroyed themselves before any invader arrived? Sumer's brilliance was also its weakness. Cities rose along rivers that could flood without warning. Crops depended on fragile irrigation. One bad season, entire populations starved. Imagine waking to fields dry as dust, rivers barely flowing, the canals that fed your city broken. Panic spreads faster than armies, fear spreads faster than fire, and the Sumerians, they weren't ready. They survived droughts, survived wars, but the next threat, they were powerless, and it would change everything. Internal strife is a silent killer. Sumer's city-states never acted as one. Uruk fought Ur, Lagash fought Umma. Families, communities, alliances torn apart. Power struggles, assassinations, civil unrest. The people were divided, while the rivers they depended on grew unreliable. Whispers began, omens, signs from the heavens. Gods angry at their arrogance. Fear became chaos. Chaos became collapse.
Was it superstition? Or something far more real, far more dangerous at work? Shortly after, the cities began to crumble. Around 2200 BCE, the rivers began to fail. Rain disappeared. Crops withered. Salt from the desert poisoned the soil. The cradle of civilization was dying. Food shortages, mass migration, entire populations abandoned their homes. It was slow, relentless, invisible. No sword could match it, no conqueror. Even that doesn't explain it. Some cities didn't just fade, they evaporated overnight. Eridu, Nippur, cities alive with music, markets, voices, empty. Tombs untouched, streets abandoned. The bones archaeologists found? Signs of sudden death or panic flight. No massive invasion, no epic war. So what killed them? A plague? A famine? Or something even stranger? Humans are fragile, not just physically, but mentally. Sumerians who survived famine, who survived war, faced despair. Families torn apart, trust destroyed, leaders gone, crops gone, water gone. Even the strongest minds can break. Entire communities may have abandoned cities in panic, leaving behind tools, temples, even children. Imagine walking through a city where the only sound is the wind through empty streets. That was Sumer, and this unraveling may have been the final nail in the coffin.
But then, something completely unexpected happened. Archaeologists dig through ruins. Tablets survive. Records of trade, laws, wars, and hints of one last terror. A crisis so extreme, we barely understand it. Some scholars point to sudden climate shifts combined with failing irrigation.
others to revolts and famine. But one theory stands out, the one historians hesitate to say aloud. Sumer may have been destroyed not by a single event, but by a perfect storm of human error, natural disaster, and fear itself. A civilization so brilliant, undone by its own fragility, its own hubris. Rivers fail, crops die, leaders falter. Sound familiar? Humanity hasn't changed that much. The lessons are brutal. Power alone cannot save you. Knowledge alone cannot protect you. Fear can destroy faster than any army. The ruins of Sumer are silent, but they speak. Every empire rises, every empire falls. Every city that believes it is eternal is vulnerable. And yet, what really happened in those final days may still be buried beneath the sand. Think about this. Humanity's first empire, greatest minds of the time, cities filled with art, music, knowledge, and yet, gone. It's not just history, it's a mirror, a warning. Even today, civilizations rise and fall, and the forces that brought down Sumer, they are still at work in the world around us. So the next time you walk through a city, see its streets, its buildings, its people, remember Sumer. Remember that brilliance and power are fragile. And if you want to uncover the next story humanity almost forgot, subscribe. The next civilization we explore might shock you even more. Don't leave. History hides its deadliest lessons until